I'm gonna hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
How long do you want to do? Half hour or how you want
Audio Skulls all day.
The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. Merit scientist lab.
You can't have an opinion on something that you haven't even tried.
Yeah, wow. Exactly. You hear that? Yeah, no. That's just amazing.
The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. Merit scientist lab. Merit scientist lab.
Yes.
Yeah.
Guess who it is, folks?
It is the Mad Scientist Lab. Consisting of the one great Jared Smith and me, RJ, the pizza guy.
You're great too, sir.
Thank you.
You're great for being here.
Thank you. I mean, we are currently recording from my basement. It is a different scenario and setup from our previous one, which
no more red wall.
For the time being, we are kind of doing somewhat of a makeshift.
We're doing makeshift until we start. It's going to improve piece by piece, and we're gonna make the production quality better as we go along, just so that you guys can enjoy the content that we're putting out there.
Yeah, and in that way, you don't have to look at this dreary back wall in my basement. So we have not done a show in I want to say about close to 2 years. And I want to say for the last about 45 minutes, me and Jared have been trying to record this.
Special. Is that production quality?
Production quality.
I mean, it's not great clarity, but fuck it. It's a second angle, you greedy bitches.
Yeah, so that way you can see not only my face from the front, but from the side. Oh, there's the front. There's the front. Hello, front.
Full frontal what? What?
Nudity. Okay. Me and Jared are bringing you this podcast because I know that everybody out there likes to watch us drink and talk about absolutely nothing.
I'm not drinking, sir.
I've been drinking for quite some time, actually. Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's hiding the bottle right now because obviously we cannot show name brands. Okay, but since Jared,
you obviously know who it is.
Yeah, so since we're in my house, everybody knows what we're drinking, and this is our second attempt at taking a shot to commemorate our return. The first one we took a shot and realized the audio wasn't recording, and we just continued to drink to figure out
bullshit. To be honest, I don't even know if this one. Oh, I guess it looks like it's recording now.
Does it look like it's recording?
Yeah, that shit was annoying.
Okay, so sir, welcome back. Cheers to great things in the future. Yeah, you guys out there. This one's for you guys. All right. Now, as you watch me attempt to not to go blind. All right. Okay.
Man, it's not that bad.
For real?
It wasn't that bad at all. It's bourbon, bro.
Yeah, it's bourbon. I know. It's just maybe it
put a little hair on your chest there, RJ.
Would you like to see the hair on my chest?
Fuck no.
Okay.
Fuck the fuck.
I don't want to lose interviewers before we even get started again.
You don't want to lose a co-host either.
Wait, technically, aren't I your co-host? Since it's like you're...
We're both hosting the show, so we're co-hosts.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Okay, so anyway, we have been drinking for some time, or at least I have.
Let me switch the angle so I can smile at the camera.
Oh, well, you want to smile at the camera? There we go. Look at that. Production quality at its finest for the moment.
Almost finest.
So, to kick things off with our, I guess, second season, if that's what we've been calling it, we know we've been gone for quite some time, and we apologize, just for keeping the fans waiting.
Profusely.
Profusely, because people, especially...
Fuck that. I've been living my life, son.
Yeah, honestly, turn up. But anyway, the point is that this is something that me and Jared are very passionate about and something that we have continuously wanted to do for the last 2 years, ever since we've done our last show. And I believe our last show was at Whittett's house for the McGregor-Mayweather fight. Was that?
Yeah. That debacle.
Debacle.
Debacle is what I'm calling it.
No.
Pretty record what they call me.
Well, yeah, it was a lot of people drunk talking about, I guess, a UFC fighter in a boxing ring making millions upon millions of dollars. But a lot has changed, or a lot has happened since that has passed. Me and Jared have grown as people and as adults. Jared, I want to congratulate you on your Howard University job. Okay, something that is, I think, a very prestigious honor to anybody that can work in that field.
Well, the job I got, I think we talked about the job. I've been there for 2 years.
So, did you start after we started doing the show, or like right as we started?
Right as we started.
Okay, so
or maybe just before. Yeah, it was just before. No. Bam. Well, it was just after we started. We had already started doing this because right after I finished my master's is when we started doing this because I had time, and then we went to. Then I got the job at Howard.
Okay, so yeah, that's right. That's around the time I got promoted as the general manager of my store. Still there.
Yep.
God forbid.
We talked about that on the show too.
Yeah, so it's very good to be back to provide you guys with the content that we would like to provide you with, whatever it may be, from I guess the typical space stuff, nerd stuff, science,
technology,
science, bitch,
movies,
games in my department, and professional wrestling when Jared is not around. Something that I know he's.
I like it all right. Oh, speaking of that, did you see Cain Velasquez in WAE or WEA? What is it called?
What, AEW?
AEW. That's what it's called.
So that new wrestling promotion is something that's being constructed by the mind of Tony Khan, who I believe is the president of the Jackson
Hewitt Foundation.
Yeah, the Jacksonville Jaguars,
Shit.
And it's being fun.
I thought it was Cody something.
Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
The son of the late great Dusty Rhodes. Dustin Rhodes is gold.
Brother.
Is his bro?
Sir. Okay, you talking about I have to leave the room when you talk about wrestling?
Yeah, no,
like,
yeah.
I know
I
a little
definitely need
something.
your assistance right now.
I know a little something.
Okay, so that is a promotion. They're actually coming to Washington, D.C. for their very first show to be on TNT.
I'm still doing the looking at the mic shit.
What?
But I got to make sure I'm right in front of it because, it's hard to hear yourself in the headphones.
I mean,
I'll fix it. Go ahead.
All right, so they're going to be doing their very first TV show on TNT in the Capital One Arena, October 2nd. Something that I definitely would like to attend. I know tickets have sold out. However, I know that in the coming weeks they're going to try to provide, I want to say, up to 1,000 more tickets for this event, because in the professional wrestling world, competition is always a good thing. Okay, and if you were a mark like myself, if you understand the product that you've been watching has become stale or you don't like it, the writing, creativity, wrestling fans can never be pleased. But competition is always a good thing. I'm very excited to see what it brings, especially me being an adult now, because as I grew up doing... Are you all right? Jared is hiding the brand of beer that he is drinking.
I'm sure you guys can guess, but...
Yes, if you're in my house, you know what I'm drinking.
I don't want them to come at us talking about, that's not the opinion of us. Well, it's my motherfucking opinion, bitch.
Yeah, it's our opinion, it's my opinion, and everybody knows I drink 2 at a time. So with that being said, just the overall excitement level, for me at least, personally, I'm very excited to see what it brings, because what it does, competition in any sense, whether it's sports, movies, games, blah, 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 yada, 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 always, I would like to think, bring the best out of your competitors, okay? So something I'm very, very much looking forward to taking place October 2nd. I have seen a couple of their free pay-per-views and shows they put out. Now, the level of wrestling quality is really good. However, there are a lot of these wrestlers, and me being a lifelong fan, I'm getting, I guess, hip to some of them because they've come from Japan or someplace overseas.
Oh, Japan's big with wrestling.
Yeah, so, but still, some of these guys, I know their names, but I have never seen them wrestle more than maybe one or two occasions hanging out with my good friend Chris Mitchell. Shout out to C Mitch, and he is a huge. What up, dog? So he is much more in a broader sense a fan in that sense than I am. So I just overall as a fan, competition for wrestling is good or anything in general. So that's something I'm looking forward to. I'm hoping that we can get tickets here in the next couple weeks so that I can take Jared along and we can go drink beer and mark out in the
you better be getting on that radio show.
Yeah. So I actually
they're
tried.
The only ones that have the tickets.
So I actually called. I tried to call them like 5 times the other day. You had to be the 10th caller. We're giving away a pair of tickets. I could not get through, but I also.
So which day? What was the question that day?
The question they were asking that day was who was on the show the day before, and so yeah. So I mean, it wasn't a very difficult answer if you listen to the show regularly.
Oh, that was Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, it was Cody Rhodes. But I could not get through because I'm sure somebody had their, that number on speed dial.
And they have their phone system is set up a certain way. Once they get to 10 callers and the person gets there, then it just drops everybody off. Then it'll be busy and then that's it.
Yeah, and that's I was trying to drop the deposits off from my store, sitting in front of the bank, tiling this number profusely, hitting redial and redial, only to a busy tone. So I know that for a fact that I still will find a way into that arena, even if it's illegal. Okay, so even if it's illegal,
we'll figure it out.
Yes, we will. Yeah. So Jared, since we have been gone for so long, tell us anything you want to talk about in particular, or anything you want to address. Since we're just,
I went over it once. I don't know if I want to do it again.
Well, you don't have to do that again because one, we've done it like 5 times so far in the last 45 minutes. Now that the audio is finally recording, okay.
Yeah, hopefully we'll find out in about 20 more minutes.
20 more minutes. Okay, so in the next 20 minutes, you're going to listen to me babble about absolutely nothing. Okay. So with that being said, something that happened, obviously this was about a year ago, we got to witness something that as Washington fans have not. We should
have that shit up here right now.
We should. We actually should. So while we were away, the Washington Capitals won the Stanley Cup. Now, we understand that was a year ago, but we want to talk about the importance of bringing a championship to a city that, one, hasn't seen one in almost 3 decades, and 2, just what it did for the...
That and that and that.
Yeah, that and that.
Let's talk about this thing called a parade.
A parade, yes. So,
man,
the parade was... so we definitely went to the parade.
How many? It was...
there was about... I want to say there was about 10 of us.
Yeah, it was about 10 of us.
There was about 10 of us.
Look. I hope nobody from work see it. I fucking called in sick for that shit.
Yeah, well, it's all right. Don't worry. If they're watching now, it happened a year ago. They can't get mad at you
too
for
late
things
now,
you've done to your back.
motherfuckers.
Yeah, fuck you. So,
no,
anyway.
No, don't say that.
Sorry. I apologize.
Keep
sorry.
going.
Well, you say don't say that. I'm just...
don't say fuck you guys.
Well, wherever Brent Hill is.
Oh, yeah, fuck Brent. Fuck that guy. Although he did bring me my well, not mine, but he hooked me up. But he helped me. He's helping me out right now.
Because that's my guy. I love you, Brent.
We're fucking with you, bro.
So
and no, you can't come on the show because you fucking talk over everybody. Yes, I'm putting it out there.
Are you sure, man? You were talking over him the other day. He was trying to talk, and you're like, no.
Because I was giving him a taste of his own medicine.
Oh, I see.
No, he'll be all right. He can come on.
So us, the Capitals winning the Stanley Cup was such a monumental moment in sports in general, and for DC sports, simply because the great Alexander Ovechkin has been chasing it. Oh God, since 2000? Well, his entire life. But what was he drafted? 2003, 2004?
You're asking the wrong person.
Yeah, so...
you know who to ask? Big Greg Johnson.
John, you call him Greg Johnson. Who the fuck is Greg Johnson?
Look, I had a couple of beers, all right?
Okay, so... oh, God, I'm having a brain fart. So...
Capitals, Ovechkin.
So, what we're trying to say is that was fucking awesome. We went to the parade, and the whole team went throughout the entire DC area and got trashed
Oh,
with
that
the
shit was-
with
that
the
shit
Stanley
was
Cup.
hilarious.
Okay, and Jared, being the impeccable man that he is, was following them around town.
Oh yeah. Well, no.
Well, let's not put it like that because it
First
does
of all,
sound weird.
no. Look, I need a better angle for this joint.
Oh, hold on. Another angle? Hold on.
Yeah, we
Get
need,
to that
No, we
front
need the
angle.
rank. We need.
Oh,
First of all, for all you people who never mind. That's an inside joke. Some people know what it is. I did not follow them around town.
okay.
I did get the inside scoop that they were at Georgetown Waterfront,
Okay.
a place that I frequent often.
Okay. No, and I know that you do.
So it wasn't anything out of the ordinary. I just happened to hear that they were going to be there. So guess where I went? I went there and I talked to my sources. They were like, "Yep, they're there." And guess where I went?
Yeah. So, and and just to clarify, Jared did.
Let me. Oh man.
So
Oh,
you
I
have a
wish I-
picture.
If I had known I have a video
You have a video of it.
of Tom Wilson like come. Okay, all right. I'm gonna tell this whole story.
All right, I'm listening as I drink more
All right.
beer.
So I get the inside scoop that the Caps are gonna be at this place that we frequent. Shout out to Vartan. I can't name the place because we ain't getting paid, so whatever. But I can name my homie, bartender. Go visit him. If you know him, you know where he's at. Damn, I can't really visit him if you don't know where he's at.
Yeah,
just go
no,
to Georgetown
you-
Waterfront and ask for Vartan.
You're contradicting yourself, Jared. People want the information, damn it.
So we found out that they were there, and I ended up going up there. It was actually a few of us, a couple of us. I went up there, and everybody else was like trying to crowd around them. Like, if you ever been to this place, there's a inside restaurant and then there's an outside bar, and the Caps were all sitting like Ovechkin, Holtby, everybody. I mean, the whole team mostly was sitting outside, toward the bar, the patio area. So while everybody's crowding them, I'm like, I semi have experience with like dealing with like how celebrities work, just because I've always found myself with like in weird places where celebrities would be.
I've only seen one celebrity in my life, and that just out of I guess a concert experience or whatever, it was DMX. And
I've never seen DMX.
Yeah,
but
he.
I can guarantee you, I can name off. I can name you a few, and you would be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I mean that's fine, but I still saw DMX at a World Fair in Florida when I was in high school. It was the World's Fair. He was with I want to assume it's his daughter, obviously, and he had a bodyguard with him. The thing that shocked me the most was turn that around. The thing that shocked me the most is, I guess, you know how they say the camera adds 10 pounds and it makes everybody look taller. He's about me and your height, man. He is not.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard
he's just like he's like 5'8".
You know, it's funny. I was listening to his albums the last couple weeks. Flesh of My Flesh,
Blood of My Blood. Oh, very classic
one of
album.
my favorites. And then his original, what was it?
It's Dark and Hell is Hot?
Yes.
Yeah, oh my goodness.
There's a bunch of classics on that one. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So we're outside and everybody's crowding around trying to get pictures. I'm like, I got a picture of Ovechkin like drunk as hell laying on the cup, but then there's like distance between us and whatever. So I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna fall back a little bit. So I think I went to the bathroom. Excuse me. Oof, shit coming right back up.
Yep, yeah. And he was talking all that shit about how smooth it was earlier. Oh, do you need another one?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So before
Don't
you watch us pass it.
Don't do it on this.
Oh, so I have to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
We're doing all
Jesus
sorts
Louise.
of fun.
Dog,
It's been a while.
We're not even at the level where we need to be doing that right now.
It's all right. So I'm going to hold the bottle backwards. All right. You can't read that, right?
No,
Okay.
but I'm sure the alcoholics know what it is.
No. Well, it's not like we know any.
I mean, you went to Harvard too, and you ran track and field.
This is not my shirt. I found it in someone else's closet.
Fuck that, man. That's a dope ass shirt.
It's a very
I
nice
wish
shirt.
I found that shirt in somebody's closet.
But
Man, I'm getting sidetracked. shit. All right. Let me remind me to come back. All right, so I'm gonna go back to the Ovechkin thing, but Ovechkin and Tom Wilson. But I have to mention, where was I at? I think I was at. Oh no, I was at a Nats game. The Nationals, which go Nats.
Yes, go Nats indeed.
I was,
Juan Soto. Okay, sorry. had to throw that out there.
Bryce who?
Yeah, no bullshit.
So I was at a Nats game recently, and this guy was standing up in the seats below me, and he had an MIT shirt on. I'm like, oh shit! Like, you know, I'm a big tech like science guy, and
Of course,
I'm like,
you assembled all this.
like this dude, and it was not a like, you know, it would look legit because you don't see an MIT shirt and like you would see a NASA shirt in like Walmart or some shit. Like, this was a legit shirt. I'm like, much respect to this guy. You know what I'm saying? So,
Did you tell that to him? Did you
no,
acknowledge
he was kind of far away. I wasn't.
So you were
going
standing
down.
there,
and it was hot as shit. No, I wasn't staring at him, dude. He stood up and I saw the freaking I saw the shirt and I was like, that's dope. And I told who I was with. Oh, I think it was Nader and Clay. I told them, I was like, yo, that's a dope ass shirt. Like, but that's all it was. But the fact that how often do you think you would see a MIT shirt on somebody?
I wouldn't say very often. One, because I'm not very knowledgeable
Probably
in that,
very
and because
fucking
I've been
rare, dude.
and I wear the same clothes every day, and that's been that way for the last
Don't
decade.
say that to millions of people.
Millions,
millions.
millions.
So every time, So back to the Ovechkin thing. So yeah, I got the picture of Ovechkin on the Stanley Cup. I was kind of dope, like psyched to get, because like it was Ovechkin like drunk on the Stanley Cup. Like, that picture
A
is
scene
classic.
that will forever be embedded in our minds.
Actually, I might pull it up here.
Can you pull it up?
Yeah, I think I'll pull it up.
Okay, so
But the story is, so if I could, there we go. So I can't do two things at once.
yeah, no, multitasking is not my strong suit, especially when I'm not at work.
So then, like I said, I fell back, and then I went to
You just got
I went to the bathroom, and then as I'm coming out, I'm kind of at the bar. I'm at the front. I'm about to go outside, and then as I get outside, here comes. As I get outside, guess who's coming back? Or no, I was hanging out. I can't remember. Damn it. Either way, but I'm gonna pull it up in a second. So I get back, and Tom Wilson is just like walking back from the bathroom or whatever, and everybody starts singing, "We are the champions. We are the champions." So that's popping off, and I'm just in the background with my Champions hat, like, just, yo. No, I'm about to pull it up for real though.
pull it up. Pull it up.
And then right after that happens, Tom Wilson walks out. Right after that happens, Ovechkin walks right next to me. This motherfucker's tall. Like, he walks right next to me, and like, he's so fucked up. And I'm trying to get like his attention. Like, I tap him to try to get his attention. To like, yeah, I want to take a picture. He's like, oh, so like, no, he was fucked up. I was like, that dude, like, that was the same day where that footage that came out where he was like swimming in.
When they were in the fountain, right?
Yeah,
and they
that's
were
the same fucking day. I was there for. I had just gotten there after they had done the fountain thing.
Yeah, DC was an alcoholic's paradise for several days.
Oh yeah, it was.
I want to say it was even more than several days. Actually, we're still drinking to it now.
Oh, well, some people are.
Some people. Oh, I see you got the.
Ooh, yeah.
That's a good photo. So we did attend the parade, and as somebody who's lived out here my entire life, to see the amount of people that came to DC for the parade was absolutely phenomenal. We took the metro down there from the Springfield station.
Let's hope this works.
I hope it works too. Just because.
Keep going.
So we took the metro from the Springfield station, got down there. There's people all over the place, literally everywhere. It's flooded with people. But the really cool thing about it, at least in my opinion, is I don't think I've ever seen anybody to be that happy in DC in my entire life. ever. Like, for whatever reason. Maybe, yeah, there's somebody out there who did something, one night. But I'm talking about I can't remember. They did pull numbers out, and obviously it was well over a year ago how many people came out to the parade. But everything was peaceful.
Wait, here it is.
Oh, you got it? You got it? Hold on. So Jared's pulling up
Let's
this
see if
video.
it plays.
Maybe it'll play. So
they're singing "We Are the Champions" right here.
okay, and then Jared is trying to creep his way in next to Tom Wilson.
Look, that's Tom Wilson, and I'm just chilling.
And that guy that's giving him dap is definitely having a great time. That woman's probably telling him to touch. Oh, look at your face! Look at your face!
Yo, that shit was amazing, dog. I was like, and like right after this happens, literally right after this happens, fucking Ovechkin walks past me. I'm trying to figure out where the mouse is because everything is reversed right now.
She probably wants to have his children. That's what the young lady in that video looked like she was trying to say to him.
Yeah, I don't want
you got
everybody
something
see
else?
my damn. No, that's it.
That's it. That's it. Okay, so
For that.
so
That's
yeah,
it for that.
That.
I mean, you want? Oh no, I do have another one. Hold
You
on.
have another one? Okay.
Yeah.
So, but the overall the environment in the city was phenomenal. We were out there pretty much the whole day. The highlight of our day, I wouldn't even really call it a highlight, is standing an hour in line for beer.
Oh, man,
Do you remember
was
that
the
long ass?
worst.
Yeah. So we stood in line for about an hour for beer, and it's
That was early morning when we first got there.
so when we got so what, this photo right here?
Yeah.
So when we got there, getting the beer at the little stand that was right there, I don't know what street we
Look
were
at that
at.
shit 60 weeks ago.
60 weeks ago. Yeah, we have been gone for some time. But that's okay. It's still a great moment in time, and we're going to remember it for as long as we live.
Fuck yeah.
So when we
Shout
got
out
there,
to Instagram.
yeah,
Right.
no bullshit.
I'm
Especially
gonna
with
hit
the
you so hard you won't see
timing.
nothing. Ever, ever.
Getting beer like originally was really easy, relatively easy. A couple people in line go up. They're like, "How many beers you want?" And I was like, "Yeah, give me like 8, goddamn beers." All right, because I had to make sure that everybody had a beer, everybody's having a good time. And then there were, as we're grabbing our beer, I was actually in normal clothes for once. I wasn't wearing my pizza uniform that I'm honestly so well known for. And the crazy thing to me is there were a few people behind me in line that actually recognized me right away. They're like, "RJ, I can't believe you're here at the parade." And I said, "Yeah, man, I wouldn't miss this for the world." So we got our beer. We walked the parade route. And then I ended up smoking a ton of reefer. It was great.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, is that
Wasn't ready for that bomb. Jeez Louise.
Could you lose your job if I say that?
No. I mean, I didn't do it.
Okay.
That's on you, brother.
I'm never going to get hired anywhere.
Nah.
So,
Look, it doesn't matter because, man, I got goals that we about to smash these joints, son.
yes, and I know we're a little all over the place at the moment. It's only because
we're trying to get back into
Yeah,
this.
we're very happy to be just sitting here right now doing this because we have been talking about it for some time. People have been, especially our good friends, coming up, "Hey, man, where's the podcast? When are you guys doing it? Quit bullshit." And, something
All
of
the above.
Yeah. Any excuse you could think of, me and Jared have thrown it at people.
I mean,
Well,
man, like I'll be 100% honest. Like, the last few, well, I don't want to say few, the last couple years, I probably haven't been fully focused on that.
Well, I mean, you're getting your life together. You have a job. I mean, we all have to make a living.
Yeah.
I mean, the same goes for me. Even though Jared is the wizard behind all the tech, behind the camera, I'm just a big part of that as well. And, my job obviously takes up a great deal of my time. And even with that being said, we want to make sure that we do this because this is something that we enjoy doing. And it's something that we want to continue to do instead of doing it, I guess, how we did originally in spurts. We had a show here, and we kind of had the ball starts rolling, but then it kind of stopped. So from here on out, what we're going to do is we're going to try to provide you as regularly as possible. Consistency. Because I feel that not only you guys deserve that, but we deserve it as well, because this is something, again, that we love to do. And that's why I poured us some more shots of an unknown.
Hey, don't stop.
I don't know. You ready? You ready?
Don't stop. Get it.
Okay, so here is a mysterious bourbon that we're drinking. Okay, Mr. Smith, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Okay.
I'm not doing the tap thing. I look. I'm moving on with my life, and I'm done with the tapping on the counter thing.
So you don't think tapping the counter is an essential part of cheersing?
Fuck no.
Really?
Because I guarantee you go other places that shit doesn't happen.
No. Well,
100%.
No, I'm not saying that you're wrong, but you're wrong.
I'll tap the counter then.
Yeah, once the glass is empty. Again, we are not blind. No, sorry. Let me take a swig of my mysterious beer. I don't know which one it is.
Beer. I had an idea earlier for. Never mind. I'll think of it later. We're gonna do some changes to the studio. Well, obviously, there's already been some changes now.
Yes,
actually, I'm kind of digging this little
just the little table,
little podium we have here.
So what we're currently using, if anybody is curious,
no. You take away the illusion.
The illusion.
Do you think magicians and illusionists give away what's
all
going
right,
on?
that's a very good analogy.
Look, you can't even tell what's happening right there.
That's a good point.
And just imagine when we do what we're planning to do.
What we're planning to do, but we need to deliver on that promise. Okay.
No, it's coming.
No,
It's
yeah,
coming.
So
I got a couple things coming soon because actually this angle right here is probably gonna be. I might keep it. This angle is probably gonna be.
If anything, the only thing that I would want us to have is something better to sit on because I'm sitting on my grandmother's kitchen chair.
That's your department, sir.
Yeah. So yes, I'm currently working on a nice seatage for us. However,
preferably where. Actually, yeah, we may have to go with the table that we wanted before. But anyway, whatever.
So, but yes, the chair I'm currently sitting on is older than me and probably older than, well, Jared, to be completely honest. And that's not taking a shot at you.
No, it might not be.
So,
I'm mad it took you that long to laugh.
No, I'm just trying to compose my thoughts right now because I'm all over the place. So, with everything going on, is there anything that you would like to discuss or talk about while we are just kind of free for all in it right now for our first, I guess, woo-ha back into the podcast realm? Anything at all. It could be something small, something slight.
I mean, we could talk about how Elon Musk is trying to connect our brains to the internet.
Okay, so I didn't know what that was until you just brought it up. So yeah.
Oh my.
So
let me please find this.
Yeah. So okay. So that is. Wait. No, I don't know. Would you want something like that,
bruh? You know what? When he he announced it on the Joe Rogan podcast last year.
Okay.
He said it was a few months out then, but now they actually announced it recently, the name of the company and everything. It's probably a little farther out than he actually said it was. It's kind of hard to. I don't want to say it's not, but it is. It's kind of hard to connect the human brain to a computer.
I would like to think so.
But at the same time, it's not, because the human brain works off electricity just like a computer does.
So let me ask you this. Do you think this guy is just full of shit when it comes to...
Elon Musk?
Yeah. Yeah, and before... so this might be the last time you ever see me. You might not even see me on the next episode. But do you think that theory is bizarre?
Okay,
like
before I answer this, where did you get that theory from?
That he's full of shit?
Yeah.
Nothing, dude. I just think connecting your brain to the internet is just so wild.
Oh, you mean if he's full of shit in that?
And that no. I know what he's done. I know he's contributed to science and research and all that other stuff.
Like we can't forget about Facebook. Not Facebook. God damn. Whoa.
Are you talking about
not the right one? Can't forget about SpaceX.
So yeah, I just want to say that idea is it is a bit out there. Would like, hey, let me connect my brain to the internet. What's going on today?
No, it's possible. It's very crude right now, and you have to have surgery to have it done. But it's possible. Like I said, your brain creates pathways that run off electricity. So every time, say you have a thought, this is another part I want to bring back to the show or bring to the show now, as far as like motivational and making people go out there and do what the fuck they want to do. Like, we want to do this because we want to like entertain people. We want to, I don't want to say, we want to entertain people. We want to grow a business and do what we want to do because we like doing it. Like, we like sitting here fucking talking and bullshitting and drinking.
And drinking.
I don't want to say drinking. It's like, we can't drink every fucking show.
We will. That's a guarantee. Sorry.
To be determined.
To be determined. Jared might not be drinking, but I will, just for your enjoyment.
So, yeah. What was I saying?
You were just basically saying how the human brain has pathways that connect to electricity, but you need a surgery to.
Yeah. Those pathways are basically electrical circuits that send current. Like, say, okay, you want to move your right hand. That's a pathway.
Okay.
And that's what. Getting back to the motivational part of it. So, whenever last few months I've been studying psychology. I've been studying like how, like when you get into a negative thought process, a negative thought loop. A negative thought loop is when you're thinking of the same scenario of like, oh, I fucked up this, I fucked up that, this, that. So now you're in a negative thought loop. So you're thinking that's what that is doing is just making you feel worse about yourself and less confident in who you are and what your accomplishments are. What you have to do, because that is a neural pathway that's being built, is you have to figure out a way to disrupt that neural pathway and break it. A neural pathway, again, is basically a wire, like these wires that we have everything connected,
Okay.
but in your brain.
All right.
And
so
it's
that
sending
makes sense.
electrical signals back and forth to your brain and to your body. People don't understand how closely related your brain and your body are.
Yes, your brain. The term "mind over matter," I believe, is
That's
very,
correct.
Is a very, very true statement.
But at the same time, when you feel extreme distress or you feel extreme stress, your body feels that also.
Okay.
And people don't take that into account. I guess we might as well move into what I was saying. Can you pull up Elon Musk? Just type in Elon Musk brain computer.
So hold on. This is my mouse, right? So this
No,
is,
it's already there. Just type. Just type.
Okay, so we got brain.
Brain implant. There you go.
Okay, so we got. Hold on. And again, this is my first time using Jared's fancy.
It's not
key.
fancy, bro. It's a wireless keyboard.
Yeah, I know. I still use AA batteries for everything. So
let me see. What should you know about Neuralink?
Do you want the second link?
Yeah, go to the second link because that's like an article.
Okay.
And then go over there, and then you got to go this way though.
Wait. So how do I drag this?
That's it. You're there.
Okay. So I'm here.
Yep. Then I'll go over there and
Go
put
over
it
here?
on secondary screen.
Oh wow, this is actually tripping me out right now. Okay. So what do we?
No. Go back that way.
Okay. So okay.
Now scroll down.
Oh, video too.
Nope.
Oh,
Secondary screen.
Secondary screen. Okay.
I need to change the name.
Oh wait. Hold on. There we go.
You only
Okay.
need to click it once. All right. Now go back over here and scroll up.
Wait. We got to go this way.
Yeah, I know. I got to figure that out. Like I said, this is our temporary setup.
So how do I scroll? What am I doing? Here. I'm handicapped.
No, you're good. You're good.
In more than one way.
You just got to do it.
I'm watching the cursor for the mouse go between two monitors. Something I've never seen.
All right,
Okay,
so
so I see what you got up here. Okay.
I'm not going to read the whole article, but basically this is just when they were announcing, Neuralink. Neuralink is basically a new company that interfaces, about his secretive brain-computer interface company, Neuralink. Let's see. And the crazy part is, months back, Elon Musk talked down on Facebook about getting into AI, which is artificial intelligence, too much. And to be honest, this is a little more scary than just AI. Like, if a computer program writes a computer program, there's no emotion there. Nothing's going to happen. But if a human interfaces with a computer, it's going to add the emotion. It's going to add everything.
So you're talking about building a Terminator, is what you're saying.
That's what a lot of people are saying. You got to read the article. Like here, like Slate.com has a good article. There's a bunch of articles on it. There's really no like firm information on it, but all I know, I wish I could find that one that I found that had the actual display of your brain being
what, wired to what he's
wired,
talking, what he's talking about. So that's fascinating to me because I know technology is constantly changing, and it's something that obviously we cannot live without, especially in this day and age. I mean, look how far cell phones have advanced, or just anything in general. But to want, like, to as a person, as a human being, to say, hey, when I wake up one day, I'm going to want to connect my brain to the internet. I want to have this ultimate technological being within me, or whatever it may be. I think that's a little out there, man. Like, not to say that it won't become the norm in the future or anything of that nature, but it is definitely something that could be, I think, questionable. Whether like what would that do to somebody's like mind state or overall general health?
Well, it's funny because,
and I know we haven't dug into.
No, I haven't done a lot of research on any of this, but it's funny because my manager, every week we have before our team meeting, we have to do a weekly reading. Usually it's on technology or something that's going on in the news. Because we're in IT, we have to know what the fuck's going on. And I think if you're in IT and you're not paying attention to what the next thing is, then you're
being left behind because, again, it's growing at a rapid rate.
Like, to be honest, right now I'm looking at quantum computing. Like, whoa! Like,
quantum computing. What is that exactly?
Damn, we getting into too many subjects.
All
right. So this is the first show back.
Yeah,
I think what we're gonna do now that you bring this up, I think what we're gonna do is going forward. We'll pick a topic, the science of the day. Or whatever.
The science of the day, or things like that, and
then I'll actually explain my understanding. As I'm not saying I'm a fucking genius. I do understand because I enjoy the fuck out of this new shit that's happening. So I study the shit like rocket science. I study rocket science. Like, there was a video that we had playing earlier by accident. Like, it was showing different types of funnels on the rockets and the specs, and I was like, oh shit, and like, yeah. So
Jared was definitely having a great time when the camera wasn't on.
Man, that shit, like, I'm into like all that shit, and then quantum computing is another thing that I think that I don't know where it can go. I don't think I've thought about it enough, but between the internet and quantum computing, man, the human race is about to do some crazy fucking shit. Like,
I can only imagine. Simply because
let me try to explain quantum computing as simply as I can.
That's fine with me. If I don't understand it, my alcohol will.
Okay, so quantum computing is you have this. I don't want to start there. I want to start at this thing called, what a bit or a byte is?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so you have bits, bytes, megabytes, gigabytes.
Yeah.
Okay, so now there's a thing called it just slipped my fucking mind. That's ADD, folks, and I should have talked about it earlier.
We did, but the camera cut off.
Qubit.
Quantum bit. Okay, so it's actual qubit. Okay.
No, that's what it's called.
A quantum bit is
a qubit.
A qubit. Okay.
So a qubit, if you know anything about quantum physics, an atom, or no, I'm sorry, not an atom. A particle can exist in two different states at once, or many different states at once. That's why they call quantum physics the spooky part of physics.
Okay.
Because like we really don't fucking understand this shit. Like people try to like
So something.
physicists try to explain it through math and like they kind of understand it more than we do, but like for real, that's just fucking spooky.
So with the level of math that you're bringing up now, the level of math that they're
I haven't
trying
brought
to,
any math into this.
No, I'm saying like you're saying the math that they use to, I guess, prove it.
Yeah, because they know how to put it on the wall. I don't know all the formulas and all that shit. I just know how it works.
Okay.
So a qubit is like I said, it can exist if you know how computers work. A computer works in ones and zeros. A qubit, I hope I'm explaining this right. A qubit can exist in a 1 and 0 at the same time.
So it's like multi-dimensional, or
Exactly.
Okay.
So this increases computing power like by a fuckload.
Okay. Now, I want to ask you the right thing, man, and I know you're just kind of going off of without knowing everything. So when you're increasing, I guess, now when you say computer elements, you're talking about artificial intelligence as well, like just overall computers to stop doing.
What do you mean by computer elements?
I'm just saying. So you're saying it's going to advance technology overall. Now, does that mean internet speed or the type of explain what that would.
We're too
what
early.
would the use of a qubit do to technology?
Well, the use of not just one qubit but many qubits.
Okay.
It increases processing power. So like this podcast we're doing, like that. See where it says CPU is using 81%.
Yeah, I'm sure.
CPU is computer processing unit.
Okay.
That's a high number for a CPU.
Okay.
A quantum computer will be able to process this shit. Like, bitch, what?
Do you know an exact number or percentage it may be at?
This?
I mean, just
like 0.001.
Okay, so that's something that's
It's
considered
substantially.
So that's
faster.
So it's fascinating.
The power of a quantum computer is much faster. Like, I have a video. Actually, I may post a video tomorrow if I remember.
I won't let you forget.
There's a video of this guy from IBM explaining how a quantum computer works, and he talks about how like a coffee. I think he says a coffee bean, the atom of a coffee bean is a certain amount, and then, but you would only need to process that with a computer. You would need some crazy shit. I forgot what it was, but
well, we'll definitely do. I guess more of research or something so we can talk about it.
Yeah, you're getting into the deep parts of it.
Yes,
but the basic part is that it can exist in multiple states. This partly has, after knowing this and studying other things, knowing that because things can exist in multiple states and they're particles, they can exist. Like when you were saying earlier about what you think about, you can manifest whatever.
Okay.
Quantum computing proves that.
That it is possible.
Quantum mechanics proves that, because things can exist in a certain state and state, blah, blah, blah. And if you make it that state,
okay.
Man, I'm getting into some deep shit.
It's okay. Don't worry.
So in physics, there's I forgot the theory. Basically, with a cat, there's a cat in a box, and if you cover the box, Schroeder's theory, I think it is. If you cover the cat in the box is like, is the cat there? You don't know the cat's there until you observe it.
Until you actually see the cat and remove the box, right?
Exactly. So same thing in quantum physics. Something is not observable until you see it.
Okay.
Which means it can exist in many states.
I see. Oh, okay. So I kind of get what you're saying is that you really don't know it's there, but there is a possibility that it is there.
Which means if you think about it, guess what? That thought is what? A particle.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right.
Because that particle can exist in many states. That thought can exist in many states. It can be the good. It could be the bad. It could be in the middle.
Okay. So, all right. So that you actually, even me being naive to all of this, that actually makes sense to me. Okay. And so, even though you might not think it, that was a great job of describing it. Okay.
No. I actually sitting here doing it, like, I'm like, oh, fuck. I just fucking described, like, because that's what I've been thinking lately. Because I guess I'm on the science side. I'm not I'm not as smart as a physicist or a molecular biologist or whatever you want to call it. I'm not Einstein, but I also understand the spiritual realm and things like that. And that's I joined basically I just joined those two thoughts together, and I was like, holy fuck! Like, science and quantum physics is basically the universe that can't be explained anyway.
So we're looking for answers that we don't have.
No, man. What I'm saying is you create the answers through your thoughts. Dude, your thoughts are your reality.
Okay, that's actually really good as well. That's awesome, dude.
I'm telling you, man. Like, this is real shit. I hope all this shit records because this is real shit that I'm spitting right now.
It is. And God, I hope it records as well because I have also been getting drunk this entire time. Hold on.
Man, like that was some deep shit to come back in on.
It's good though. I mean, it's something that
like I said, I want to motivate other people. Like, I want to be other people's Gary V. I want to be Jared S.
Mr. Smith.
Like, man, you know who Gary V is, right?
I do not.
No, never mind. You're drunk.
I am drunk. And that's a good assessment of my behavior right now.
Let me close this Elon Musk show. I think it's taking up too much power.
Too much
power. Oh, let's talk about. Okay, so have you seen The Irishman lately? You know what The Irishman is?
The Irishman, yes. Okay, so switching topics.
Yeah, so The Irishman,
directed by the great Martin Scorsese. Okay, I said,
when I saw that, I was like,
so apparently, from what I'm understanding, they're using some type of look at what you what is the Ishushman consulting group?
They're in Santa Fe, Minnesota.
Looking up the Irishman, we have found a business that is somewhere in Arizona. I don't know what they do.
Hey! Shout out to the Shishman Consulting Group in Minnesota.
Just remember, when you can't spell, there's a word for it.
First of all, now I want to know what they do because
pull it up.
Man, this is the best setup ever.
It is.
Like, we can do everything and see everything.
It's a consulting
what the
group.
fuck kind of website is this? Oh,
the
I'm
only
sorry.
way to
I'm
sell.
sorry, Oshushman.
The only way to sell is to not sell at all.
What we do? What do y'all do?
I don't know, man. It looks like a pyramid scheme with a nice website. Social media consulting. Oh.
Is that what they? Oh, they're a media company. Oh no. Okay, I get it. They do consulting for companies.
I mean, I don't know if I like their logo. It's very what is that word? Illuminati ish.
It's a little weird.
It's like a hand with an eyeball in it.
Who we are.
George
W. Bush Sr.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, George W.H. But man, that shit's slow. Dog, you're fired. Internet marketing and your fucking site's this slow. Get out of here. No, you're done.
Are you sure
you're
it's
done.
not my internet?
No, that's them. They suck. Bye.
Well, dude, they got like a fucking coffee pot and a book open. It looks like something for hippies.
So, what was I actually looking for?
The Irishman, which is a film coming out on Netflix this fall. Did they put a date out for it?
They said this fall, and it's also going to be on in select theaters. I kind of want to see it in a theater though.
I mean, who doesn't want it? Okay, so for anybody that doesn't know what this is, it is a film directed by Martin Scorsese, who has done The Departed, Goodfellas, like pretty much any mob movie that you could think of.
It might be your internet.
It might be my internet?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Well, yeah, sorry. So anyway, it's got Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, and Joe Pesci. I mean, come on. It doesn't really get any better than that. I don't think it can get any better than that. It's about what's his name? So I know the premise of the movie. I read it. I've obviously forgot it. But let's not talk about what the movie's about. Let's talk about how excited we are just to see these three figures being directed by that guy on the big screen. What could possibly be the last time they could ever do a film together.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about it because they're arguing. Well, I did think about it when I was watching the trailer. I'm like, yeah, they need to do this before they leave this place.
Yeah. This place of greatness.
Talking about more of that spooky shit.
Yeah, so
they're not leaving. They're leaving this place, but they're going somewhere else.
All right. So
because guess what? They can their energy and their particles can exist in multiple states.
I'm not high enough for this.
You don't have to be high, bro. This is facts.
Facts be dead ass. So I'm just simply excited as a fan of Martin Scorsese. I really don't know anybody who doesn't like his films. Have you ever met anybody that doesn't like his movies, or maybe?
Nah.
Yeah. I really don't know.
You got to remember, I'm a little older, and some people won't even know who Martin Scorsese is.
He's old.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I always wonder how the fuck he keeps making movies. Like, he's old.
Well, he's obviously a genius in that sense. The film,
I like the fact that he's doing mob. They did the mob movie on this one.
Yeah, so he's done everything. I was watching. What was I watching? I was watching Taxi Driver the other night.
And Greg is popping, by the way, on this.
Greg, thank you very much, Mr. Robinson. You have been always so wonderful to me.
We need some more original content, sir. Though.
I mean, let that man do his thing.
He doing. I like it. I fuck with it.
Oh, so you got the trailer up? Okay.
Yeah, give me a second.
But the big thing is that they're using some type of, I don't know, technology that makes, I want to say, De Niro, and I'm sure it's for the rest of them, make them look like they're like 15, 20 years younger. And it looks like it's them. It doesn't look any type of CGI or...
I don't know if I want to show the whole thing.
So they can see this, right?
Not yet.
Look, man, just look how many times that's been viewed. And it was posted, what?
A couple of days ago.
A couple of days ago. About maybe a week ago, if that.
They may be able to hear
almost 2 million times.
I don't know if I want to leave all of it up because then YouTube might take it down.
Oh, yeah. We don't want all that.
But I'll put a little bit.
So just something... I think that is awesome is the technology that they're using to create, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I think it might just be for De Niro because I know they're going through different stages in his life throughout this movie. But the technology that they're using is incredible.
Look at their hands; they all got arthritis and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's coming in here old, right? But I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah, when he goes into the other room. Oh, pop. Yeah, I don't want to show too much.
So yeah, but I'm
saying
he
looks young as fuck right there.
Yeah. So, but that doesn't look like any type of CGI, anything like that. I don't know what it is, and obviously that's.
Oh, they did a good job.
It looks incredible, but I just love the fact that even though that these guys haven't done a film in forever. That they're still trying to create something enjoyable in terms of just cinema, man. These guys are the kings of cinema, and especially when it comes to this brand of cinema with, mob, I guess.
I'm swaying because I really have to pee.
You have to pee?
Yeah.
I will guide you to the bathroom, Jared.
I'm good.
So before Jared pees on my carpet, just let everybody...
We've been going for about 40 minutes.
For real?
Yeah.
What time is it?
Almost 10 o'clock.
It's almost 10 o'clock. Okay,
Let's go to the real picture, though.
Hold on.
What they talking about? What they talking about out here?
Oh, God. Hold on.
No, don't say names.
No, I'm not bringing names.
You can pour it up, though.
Do you want to do another one? Oh, my God.
For the end, bro. Come on, man. Peace,
Hold on.
brother. That was my
The Jadakiss? Yeah, that wasn't that bad. Mine's pretty terrible. Yep, sorry. Oh.
We already know.
Yep, and we have violated several rules. Okay. Hold on. Okay. So you can't see the bottle. All right, I'm gonna just put it right here. This is the last one, Mr. Smith, so I can function as an adult in the morning.
I agree. Ski.
Yeah, all right. Sorry, I'm not trying to spill it on this carpet. And just to let everybody know, we are currently recording in my mother's basement.
It is what it is, bro.
There are no windows down here, and there's only one exit. So if there was an electrical fire, I'm sure Jared would shove me out of the way. So
That's not an exit.
that's not. So there is a small window, and I moved the curtains that we're putting.
No, but this is what I was telling you earlier. So I learned this from a certain person who bought a house recently, a couple years ago. Apparently, if you have a basement in, I don't know if it's just in wherever. I don't know if it's just here or wherever.
Wherever. Okay.
If you have a basement, it has to have an exit route.
And that is by law?
That is law. So what people
Now I'm looking at this.
what I and this house that I saw, it was similar to this. This is actually a little bigger. That was about the same size.
Oh, thank you for downplaying that.
No, because they added a bathroom, so that's how I know it's the same size. Because the utility room, then the bathroom is there, and then they have like a little wet bar. No, this is smaller. I mean, this is bigger. I mean, because they had the wet bar here or whatever.
Sounds like a nice place to
but
be. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. All right.
Anyway, the window was basically there, and like, if you really had to get out of that motherfucker, you're not getting out.
Yeah, and the same could be said for my little curtain.
But they have to have something that's there.
Yeah. So basically, what they're saying is the people who built this house are screwing you over.
No. When the house was built, I don't think that was a law or whatever. I think it was just a thing.
So, no.
I think it became a thing later. Like, somebody probably died in a fucking basement somewhere.
Yeah. Okay, so that definitely makes a ton of sense. So that makes me want to ask my landlord, hey, what's up?
Hey, fucking landlord.
Hey, landlord. Hey,
what you doing, bro?
I pay you this money that I don't have,
and
so I can live here.
And I might not be able to live if I stay in the basement.
Yeah, and there's a fireplace right there too, which makes it even worse.
Yeah.
So now I'm never going to use that.
How's that shit ventilate?
I don't know. Maybe it doesn't even have ventilation. Maybe the moment we light it, we're just engulfed.
It's probably gas.
That actually concerns me now.
No, it's probably gas. Because, like, think about it. Where are you gonna bring the fucking wood in?
I mean, yeah, actually, that's a good point. I need to figure out where the hell I live and what I do.
Yeah, get your life together, bro.
I'm trying to get my life together, but I will get my life together as soon as we take this other shot, our fourth or fifth shot of God only knows.
Third. I'm counting.
You're counting, all right.
And I'm not stamping.
Oh my God, yeah. What's wrong with you, Jesus Christ? If anybody out there disagrees with Jared not, stamping,
comment, like, subscribe. You know what it is.
Yeah, so you can
be
watch
back, motherfuckers.
Yeah, we're definitely here. Oh, I gotta take my shot.
We got some good stuff coming. Got some good surprises coming. Oh, this guy. Oh, we didn't get to talk about Stranger Things 3. I guess we'll talk about that on the next show, huh?
Yes, we will, because
we got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, there are a lot of
2
things.
years, man. We got a lot of stuff. Stuff to talk about.
We have so much on our minds, and Jared called me last week. He said, hey, man, I got this stuff. Can we set it up in your basement? And I said, sure, it's not a problem. And even though we're just kind of throwing everything out there all at once, and again, we are kind of all over the place, it's only because we're really excited to do this.
Yeah, I'm glad to be back. This is fucking therapeutic. I think we said it before, like it was kind of therapeutic.
Yeah, it brings us a great level of joy. It takes us away from, I guess, our regular lives, our 9-to-5s, our stopping in at the same place to eat for lunch or whatever it may be, or the same routine. This is different for both of us. And for us to be able to provide that for you again is awesome. And we want to bring you the best stuff obviously possible. And we will make that happen. I have the utmost faith in Jared to do that, along with myself. And we actually do have a great group of friends that have a lot of support for us.
Yeah, man, they've been pushing us.
Shout
Out to Greg, Bobby, Nodder,
Jay,
Clay,
Witted,
Witted.
God, even though we might Brent, even though we say
Brent. Fuck Brent.
So and then there are a ton of people outside of
Big
our,
Mike, can't forget about Big Mike.
Yeah, Big Mike. What's up? Next time you order, I'm gonna write something else in your pizza box, man.
Stay in touch on the social media. It's facebook.com. Man, I can't remember all of them right now. I'll put them in the description or whatever. And then we're gonna have like I said, we're gonna have some people coming in. Finally, we're gonna have guests.
Yes, other than me and Jared.
I got lavalier, so it'll actually work out. So they can just put the lavalier on their shit.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
So as always, it is a pleasure to bring you this, and after so long. And that's what's awesome about it. Even though we have gone on such a massive hiatus, the level of support that has been shown to us and thrown our way is honestly incredible. And I don't think, I think I can speak for Jared on this behalf. It's very, it's very humbling. It's a very wonderful feeling. So hopefully, I know I can guarantee you before I cut a wrestling promo to close this. That we will bring you the best possible content. We will definitely have people on the show for various reasons, different ideas, all that good stuff. And hopefully one day this will be a
Cars!
thing. Cars. Oh, yeah, cars. Oh, God. Yeah, that's... You're going to have to let me...
See, so then, RJ will have to step out. So, I have to step out when RJ talking about
wrestling,
he has to step out when I'm talking about cars and bikes. Oh, and airplanes.
Oh yeah. Hey, let's.
You can stay. You can stay for rockets though.
Yeah, okay. Rockets is fine, but I don't want to talk about airplanes because there's a
fuck. Who doesn't want to talk about airplanes? Like
I was talking about my one particular experience with an airplane.
Oh yeah, you suck. You suck, man. Airplanes are.
Shout out to C. Mitch. He knows what I'm talking about. Okay.
Yo,
I'll tell that story.
But he did it though.
Yeah, I know, but he had support.
Man, I guess.
Who was I going to sit to next to? I was going to sit next to fucking, Jason
Joe
Smith.
Blow, who gives a fuck, enjoy the fucking air.
Yeah, sure. While he's eating his little bag of peanuts.
I'm not that hardcore on that.
Yeah.
I love airplanes. I wish I had a pilot's license. I might still get it. If I make enough money. Side money. No, side money, I might.
What he's saying is like and subscribe. It's like,
yeah, like and subscribe, please. I wish I knew all the fucking Twitters, like Mad Lab podcast on Twitter. I can find it Facebook.
As we currently struggle to promote our own show, just know that we are here for all of you.
Actually, I'm probably gonna do a Facebook account, not Facebook. Here it is. A Vimeo account because these videos need to be on Vimeo also. We got to get the quality up. But however, so it's facebook.com/The Mad Scientist Lab podcast. Please like, subscribe, all our stuff so it will come up in your feed, your algorithms. On the Instagram, it is Mad Lab Podcast, I believe. Let me check to make sure. Where's my phone? We've got sounds in the background.
Oh, and just to let everybody know, there is a very special guest that may be joining us soon.
No, we're not even talking about that because this is past that, remember?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Actually, no, this may still come out. So, he's right. There might be another special guest coming up. Damn.
Jesus Christ.
I didn't even... Okay.
I just forgot what we were... You can like her photo all you want. Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would like it. Oh, so anyway, before we start becoming, Jesus, dirty old men.
No, it's not what's happening here.
No, it's really not.
It's Mad Scientist Lab. So it's Instagram/Mad Scientist Lab.
She could be our receptionist.
Or man, she could do whatever she wants.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. I did a promo recently. I'm about to post that on YouTube. YouTube is the Mad Scientist Lab.
Is it? Yeah. Well, I think so, but I think when I looked it up on YouTube, I had to put my name into it to find our original videos,
Yeah,
or to bring up at least the first show to find the suggestions for the other videos.
I gotta pee really bad. So I'll put them in the description. What y'all can figure
Before
it out.
Jared pisses on my carpet, we just want you guys to know that thank you very, very much for showing all the love and support. And I know I said this like 8 times already, but it really, really is awesome. So we will come back to you soon with another show. Very soon.
No, that's not it.
What?
No, you know what? This is it though.
What is it? Oh, that's it.
Yeah. So hey, holla at your boy. We coming for y'all. Hey, real talk though. Hey, thank anybody who's been supporting us throughout this whole thing. Mad love. We have. It's been going. Man, we've been going through a lot to get this back going.
I just realized the light bulb is still on the table.
And now we're trying to get this shit to the best that we can get it. But anyway,
Yep.
holla at us.
I'm gonna hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio Skulls all day.
The Merit Scientist Lab. The Merit Scientist Lab. The Merit Scientist Lab. The Merit Scientist Lab.
You can't have an opinion on something that you haven't even tried.
Exactly.
The Merit Scientist Lab. The Merit Scientist Lab. The Merit Scientist Lab. The Merit Scientist Lab.